Yeah, man. Gotta make sure. Focus up, focus. Was good. Create the website, you'll be the investor. Yeah, we'll see. It's a lot of people that want to, get in on that wave. What's up? Until our special guest shows up, I'm good. So our special guest shows up. I pulled out a couple of pairs like I always do. Every weekend I'm gonna pull out just a few pairs. What's up? And I'm gonna get into some good things that's coming up for this upcoming week. I got a nice little surprise. I'm gonna announce that later on tonight. It'll be the last post. boy. I don't know why, but these have slowly creeped up into what I would call like my weekly rotation. I've been rocking these a lot lately, more than a lot of other pairs. It's been these, the homage to Holmes. I don't know why though, but these has been cropping up. No, who's that? That's not what we're looking for. Yeah. What heat I'm about to pull out? I don't have too much heat to pull out now. That's not I don't want to give off the wrong impression that I got a whole bunch of heat that I'm pulling out and nothing like that. But I did pull these beauties out. I'm probably gonna try to pull these out at least once a week. Also, these deserve to see the light of day once a week. I know you're probably wondering why I got the UNCs on, the UNC colors. That's been one of my favorite pairs lately. Stop it. It's my favorite Jordan besides the ones. That alternates. I could say 3s, 7s, 8s. 8s is dope too. 8s is real nice. Don't say that. All right. I guess it's about to show up soon, so let me hurry up and run through these pairs real quick. Gatorades has been up there. Gatorades have definitely been up there. Shout out to Brandon Rogers. Tune into him every Tuesday. He's got a show too. His show is pretty dope. That's the homie right there. That's the homie. Gatorades. I'm sorry, I had to pull those out real quick. But this is what I was rocking today. As you can see, the UNC. I've been rocking these type crazy all day. Like, this is the weekend pair. Besides what I had on yesterday. If y'all seen that video that I popped up, that was a dope type of thing. That's the first time I ever did something like that. So I might try to pull that out like once a week or something. That video, if you've seen the video, go look for it. It's on my page. I did like this little super slow-mo type joint. At first I was like, oh man, this is corny. But it's so corny, I think it's dope. That's how I feel. It's so corny, I think it's dope. Alright, our guest has arrived. Oh man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh boy, this is crazy. What up, people? So time, let's see if it kick in. Oh man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Loud and clear.
I tried to get my Bluetooth going. Let me see.
All right, take your time.
Hold on 1 second.
As you can see, we got a real special guest tonight. The OG himself. So this is gonna be fun. Let me know. Can you hear me still?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Let me know when everything's good.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get my other ones.
Okay. While he's handling that, I'm gonna finish off this rotation real quick. I don't know how many people really cop this pair. The clear sole at the bottom turned a lot of people off, but this is one of the best pairs in my collection. It's really the inverse. It's really the inverse of Chicago's. If you look at it, it's the exact opposite. One of my favorite pairs. Actually, it alternates between those and Chicago sometimes. It's one of my favorite pairs. And a pair that people do not see too often, and I don't even know if a lot of people know about this pair. Militia Green KOs. These KOs are so dope to me. I know a lot of people probably never seen these joints before, but these joints is something special. I couldn't find them over here. I had to order them from one of them over here. So,
All right.
special. We good?
That better?
Yeah, man, that's better.
My man. My man.
Oh, man. If you don't know who this guy is, you need to do some research. Mr. Jumpman Bostic. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good. Appreciate you. Appreciate you having me on, man.
I appreciate you letting me do this.
I'm just a regular person, man. I know some people think otherwise, but I'm just a regular person. You know, collect sneakers just like you. You know.
Word. Now, how this is set up, I got a set amount of questions that I usually ask my guests. And once I'm done with the questions, I let the guests ask me a few questions, and then we let commenters ask whatever questions they want to ask me. We let the show wrap from there.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna start this off with a real question that I've had in my head for a while that I've been wanting to ask you. Besides the black and gold Jordan Brand Classic pair that African Caesar has, is there any other Jordan 1 out there that you're looking for?
You said Jordan 1 or just Jordan's period?
I know there's a lot of Jordans you're looking for.
Yeah. That's the DB ones. I want those. Just off the top of my head, the Jeter ones.
That's on my list too.
The original Jeter ones. Yeah.
The new ones, the new 3-in-1s are okay, but it's not worth picking up.
Yeah, I did pick those up. I haven't done a review on those yet, but I did pick those up because I haven't been able to get the original ones. So.
Right. All right. In your personal opinion, in the last 10 to 15 years, what has been one of the best releases as far as Jordans and Jordan 1s?
Within the last 15 years, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Sorry to hit you with the heavy hitters, man.
Yeah, those are questions I haven't been asked. I would say the shattered backboards and the fragments are two of the best. I don't have the shattered backboard, so that's another one that I'm looking for. And I do have both of the shattered backboards. Those were really nice quality. So I would say, but as far as like OG colorways, I would say Chicago's and the black and reds, as I call them. I don't call them the gray. Yeah. So
now we're talking 2011, 2013, or the 2016 pair.
The 2016 by far. To me, go back to the originals.
Oh wow! This is shocking. This is shocking because we have a lot of purists out there that would take 09s and 2011 over the stuff that we got now because they feel it's better. So like to hear you say that is pretty shocking.
Yeah. So the materials are really good on the 2016, but you know what turns some people off with the other ones are the Jumpman branding.
Right.
Most people like to stay true to the Nike Air. Now I do have both of those versions, and they are nice. Like with the shadows, I like the shadows from back then, but it has the Jumpman branding. As far as the materials and stuff is better.
I actually love those pairs too. Those are pretty good durable pairs. So.
Yeah.
All right, so that kind of answers the next question I was going to ask you. But based on your experience, how do you tell the quality of shoes? Like you've been around for years and you've had a lot of pairs. So how do you expect the shoe as far as quality?
Well, you can't really go by the pictures that come out, the pictures that are leaked. I like to look at the shoe myself before I make a true determination of whether I truly like it or not. But it's few and far between with the releases now as far as the quality of good materials.
Right.
Like the ones that just released that they want to call the He Got Game ones, have no tie to that movie whatsoever. That's another thing that kills me is these names that they come up with shoes. But the material on those is really nice,
Right.
So they have it in them. They just pick and choose when they want to give the good quality.
Yeah. I've noticed that over the past couple of years with a lot of select releases. But that's why I was hesitant to pick up certain pairs, and I always beat myself up because I end up getting them anyway. Like last year, what they did with the Essentials pack, and I hope they do another one this year. The All Trails and the Matte Blacks, those were pretty good pairs that a lot of people didn't pick up because it looked plain to them.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one for you. Here's a good one. If you had the chance to collab with Jordan Brand, what shoe would you choose and why?
It would definitely be an 8. The 8s are my favorites. I like the straps. And it would be the 8s or the 14s. And I know that's not the norm. Everybody is either the 3 to 4, 5 or 6s, really. But I'm 8, 14s, 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. That's how it would go for me. But it would definitely be an 8.
Now, would you pull in another brand to do like a 3-way collab? Say like you pulled in Levi, or you pulled in another company, or would you just go completely freestyle on your own?
I'll do freestyle on my own. Like I wear Levi's. Back in the day when I was on the force, I didn't wear a uniform. We wore Dickies. Was what our unit decided to wear. I might shock people and do a collab with Dickies or something like that, but it probably wouldn't be Levi's, and it'd probably just be solo, just me and the brand.
Gotcha. Now, what do you think of the current view on our culture right now? Because I feel like a lot of people outside of the culture don't necessarily understand why we like what we like or why we do what we do as far as these people.
Yeah, that's a double-edged question. The people from the outside definitely do not understand. Like people don't understand why I have 1,126 pair of shoes, but it's not just something that started. It's over 33 years.
Oh yeah.
But then the flip side, people say, well, half the stuff is trash or not wearable or this, that, and the third. But I don't buy stuff for other people.
Right.
And that leads me to the second point. There's so much hate in this now where people want to try to gain something off of somebody else's name in a negative way instead of everybody, getting along. Some people befriend you to just stab you in the back, so you just gotta be careful who you do things with, who you move with now, basically. You can't move with everybody who approaches you because, now I sit back and I just say, is there an ulterior motive? And it shouldn't be that way, but it's no disrespect to that person. Right. It's just the way the movement has been, with quite a few people. So now I'm just hesitant, and other people that I've spoken to are hesitant to deal with people until after they, get some time to get to know that person.
Right. I got one more question before I turn it over to you. What would you like to tell the viewers that we have on right now? If you have anything that you would like to put out there?
You know, just be yourself. You know, there's so many people that want to jump on a negative train, or they want to see some beefs going on between people. They want to compare people. They, you know, it's sneakers. It's rubber and leather, you know.
Right.
And if somebody doesn't like me or what I do, how I talk, how I do my videos, don't watch. Unfollow me.
Right. It's
Right
so
now.
easy to just click something
Right
else.
now. Just do it right now. You know, if you do want to stay with me and rock with me, cool. You know, you can't be on both sides of the fence. Like, I have people who make comments on something that I post. I posted some Fly Legends the other day. I like the shoe.
Right.
And everybody was like, they trash, homeless people wouldn't wear them, you know, this, that, and the third. Well, don't come on my page. You know, if you want to see all the hype stuff, there's other people that you can watch. My thing is, I don't go on people's pages who I don't deal with. And if something does pop up on my feed that I don't like, I just scroll past it. I don't waste my time commenting on it if I don't like it. I mean, what's the point?
Right. So I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I probably told you this a few times in the past, but it's because of you that I flip my page to where I have to put something positive up every single day.
Yeah. Cool.
It was. I think I've seen your word of the day. I think it was either in 2015 or 2016. I caught one of your words of the day, and it just sparked something in me to where I had to speak on everything that I was passionate about in a positive way. So I want to say thank you first and foremost for being that influence to the page that we have today.
I appreciate that. You know, and a lot of people have asked me to continue with my word of the day, or I call it my words now, on Instagram. I used to do it in a post every day. Maybe I'll get back to that, because it's real life situations. What I post is things that have happened or are currently happening a lot of times. And people who say, man, that hit me today, that means a lot, because it hit me for me to post it. But then there's other people who say, man, he taking shots at this, that, and the third. I don't have time to take shots at people. If I have something to say, I'll say it. But a lot of times it's not even worth saying anything. So I just let the negativity go. As long as they ain't trying to put their hands on me, we good.
All right, I'm about to turn it over to you. Are there any questions you would like to ask me? Oh, he froze. He froze up, people. Sorry. Yeah, all right.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back.
I'm back? Okay. All right, my picture is gone, but that's okay. I know we know Mike Leasy.
Yeah, that's the homie.
Yeah. Yep. And you know, he's been a true friend, you know, and as you are, when you hit me up and you asked me, it wasn't even any need to ask, just to tell me when and where. And it's good, because he's good, you're good. You know what I'm saying? It was a no-brainer for me to come on your show, and I appreciate that. You know, and I think with me, a lot of people think that I'm above the people, and I'm right here in the middle. You know, I'm not. I've never said I got this and other people don't, and never downed anybody or anything like that. I'm always down to help somebody. So, like I said, I appreciate you having me on, and what are you looking for out of sneakers the rest of this year?
Oh, well, the rest of this year, the green pine toes and purple toes. Those are like at the top of the list. I kind of like, I want the Hyper Royals, but they're not like a must. I want them, and the only reason I feel like I want them is, I'll put it to you like this. At first, I didn't want them because I felt like it was too much blue, and I have like 7 or 8 pairs of blue Jordan 1s in my collection already. So it was kind of like overkill. But the more I seen them, the more I liked them. And then one last pair that I'm the metallic purples, which are rumored for later this year. I pray that they drop those. If they do, that shoots to the top.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for those 12 myself. Both of them, the green and with the international.
Oh yeah, the international is going to be serious.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm still. I see the Levi 4s, the black pair. I'm looking to get those since I missed the blue ones, and they're still at a reasonable price and actually dropping a little bit. So
yeah, they are.
I'm looking to get those, but I'm being very choosy now. I don't pick up everything that drops. You know, I'm being very selective with what I get now.
I'm trying. I skipped the whole best hand in the game pack. That was kind of hard because I didn't want two of them out of there, but I don't like suede as much on my Jordan 1s because it tends to fade real fast on Jordan 1s. Like if people have the Laneys or the Gym Reds, they will see how fast the suede actually fades on those, which is why I couldn't put money on the best hand in the game pack, knowing that that's what's going to happen.
I don't have either one of those. So what's your favorite numbers? What's your top 3 number J's?
1s, 7s, and it's a toss up between 10s and 12s.
Okay. The 10s is definitely not a lot of people's.
Yeah. I love 10s for the simplicity of them. Like you can throw on a pair of 10s and just keep moving. Like what was a recent pair of 10s that I liked was probably the BOBs, the Bulls Over Broadways. I like those.
Yep.
The recent 10, it was a recent pair. I think that came out earlier this year. It was white and black. I can't remember the name of them. Those were pretty cool. I like those. And then before, I don't like those Russell Westbrooks.
No, me either. I don't like those either.
That was a bit too much.
Yeah. Do you like the I call them the Purple Rain 10s because they dropped around the time that Prince passed away. The London.
Yeah, the Paris 10s.
The Paris 10s, yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I had a chance to the last sneaker con that I went to. I actually had a chance to go through the whole international city pack and just at least to have them in hand. You know, I'm not buying anything outside of ones anymore. And up close they were okay. In pictures I didn't really like them too much, but in hand they were pretty cool.
Hey, I like that international city pack. I wish they would have came back with the original city pack though.
Right.
And I've always said that they should go through 1 through 13 or even 14 with just OG everything, you know, and just bring everything back. I know a lot of OG collectors probably wouldn't like that. I would like that because some of the things I lost, some of the things are older now. And they're starting to do it a little bit at a time, but they should do the whole thing. Just start at 1 and go all the way through. You know, just the OG colorways and stop with all these other random colors that they're coming with. Yeah,
I think they might do that after 2020 because they don't have anything else to really tell. There's not too many more stories that they can tell connected to Mike. Right now, the end of this year, the story that they're going to play out is his rookie year. So from signing on to his rookie year accomplishments. So there's going to be a lot of Jordans that tie into that. So I think there's not much more you can tie into MJ.
Yeah,
they're going to start having to bring that back, and I think they're going to start very soon. So
yeah, because they went with the Gatorade, which they should have did a long time ago. And I think they're gonna come back with some more Spike Lee stuff too, because that was hot back then with all the commercials and everything. I think they should even do some updated commercials with both of them now, from the younger to the older. I think that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, I think they just got to get a hold of Mike.
Yeah, and see if he even has any interest in doing it. You know.
Right.
Yeah,
They just really got to get a hold of Mike, and even in so getting a hold of Mike, build up the next person. If you're really going to build up Russ, push, because I don't think they're really pushing the marketing because they have Instagram, and everybody does the marketing for them. So
yeah.
to me, I think it kind of dilutes a lot of the storytelling that they're trying to do, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
whereas back
Mm-hmm.
then when they were trying to tell the story, we're not getting the information that fast. So we're looking for it, and it's bits and pieces. We see these commercials, we get to see these games, so we gravitate more towards these stories. Now it's somebody shows up with a shoe, he takes a flick, that shoe goes viral. Where's the story?
Yeah.
Does the story matter now? So
Right. Right.
yeah, they do need to get
Yeah.
back to the roots of storytelling with people and cultivating that story and building that up. And
Because that
if they can get
was
in
it.
there and be a part of it,
That was a big part
mhm,
back in the day. Plus, there wasn't social media back then,
right,
so we look forward to the commercials or to the magazines, the East Bay magazine, or that monthly calendar that came out from
yeah,
Foot Action and all of that that would tell you which shoes were dropping for the month, and you had stuff to look forward to. But now it's just like too many false images being leaked, and the shoe really isn't looking like that, and people start getting, like they don't really like it, and then when the shoe
right,
actually drops, it's pretty dope because they had looks at first. But marketing is something that they really gotten away from, and bringing out, they're starting to come back with it. Let me know what you think about it. More clothes and at least
yeah.
shirts and track suits to go with their
I,
shoes.
I, I just got done talking to my wife about this earlier today. Um, that's probably one question I should ask you too. But I told her I wanted to get more of the older tracksuits. I know they just did that recently with the Jordan 5 tracksuits and the Jordan 1 tracksuits. I really want those myself. And I was telling her, I was like, I want to get my old man swag because when I was coming up, that's all we seen the older cats rocking were those tracksuits and some gold
Right,
chains and
right.
maybe finger waves. I don't know, but they were clean, clean.
Jerry curl.
And that's what I want. And she was like, I don't think Jumpman is really out there doing that. I think Jumpman is out there being comfortable, some nice jeans and a fresh T-shirt. And I was like, he's got those
Nah,
tracksuits too.
now I do I still have some of the Jordan jeans, but they were wide leg.
Yeah.
So I took them to my tailor, and I
Oh,
had them
really?
make them. Yeah, I took a couple pair and I had them cut them down and make them like straight leg, not skinny jeans,
Hmm.
but like you know,
Yeah. I got
can't
you.
do that.
You good?
But they made them straight leg instead of the boot cut. So
Right.
like I'm back. I'm wearing them, because I had them tapered.
I would love to see them deal with more clothing.
Yeah.
Because shout out to Pino. A lot of people, because he spoke on this, and I've been trying to speak on this, but I didn't know how to articulate it the right way. So us being sneakerheads, sometimes we're blinded by the fact that it's bigger than us. We're only a small percentage of the consumer market when it comes to shoes, right?
Very
Even
small.
more
Yeah.
than that, even more than that, these retros, if it's not a super GR, Jordan Brand is making no money off this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people don't know. Like they make more money off of the Team Jordans and everything outside of that and apparel than they do off of a retro release.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't understand that. But it's what's keeping the brand visible and what we are chasing that a lot of people just kind of confuse to. Bottom line is
Mm-hmm.
the apparel is something that, yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
I still buy the Team J. These Eddie Jones
Right.
with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I still buy those. But people would say, those are trash because they're not either hyped or they're not a number J.
Listen. I don't care about hype as long as the colorway is dope.
There you go.
I love
Yes.
I love KO. Right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I pulled these out. because a lot of people. I want to say this as nice as possible. A lot of people could care less about, KOs, right? And there's so
Yep.
many KOs that have released over the past years that people don't even know about, which is why I do the history of one segment to where I'm showing people that, these came out around such and such time, and this is the colorway, this is the date. If you want to look for it, you can find it. That one pair right there, I looked for probably like 2 or 3 months, and it ended up at the house. My wife found it from a German store overseas. Mind you, I looked for this shoe for months and I couldn't find it. I was thinking that it sold out in the U.S. Nobody even knew about the shoe.
I've never seen that colorway.
Right. Nobody even cared about the shoe. So, a salute to my wife. Shout out to my wife. She found the shoe because she knew I love KOs. And matter of fact, like within a 3-month time span, she found the Sport Blue KOs also. You know the Sport Blue, the Royals? She found those for me also.
Yep, I have those. Yep.
So like I ended up completing a set within months thanks to my wife, and for cheap too, because again, nobody really cares for KOs like that. If it isn't a limited release, people don't want it. Like this shoe right here, a lot of people didn't like this shoe just because of the tongue. They didn't like it because there was no hype on it. Whatever you want to put on it. I love this shoe for 2 reasons. One, it's a Chicago color blocker. The Chicago ones are my all-time favorite shoe.
That's mine.
And so it's actually pretty well built. Like I wouldn't say it's like my Black Soles or any of those other pairs because it's not. It's more like a yin yang pair. But because it's more like a yin yang pair, I can wear this without a care, and it's not gonna like, how would I say this? It's not gonna like crease up or nothing crazy. So I just wanted to put that out there. I do think that they should do the apparel. I do think they should push more of these other team Jordan ways that they had from back in the days, like the Eddie Jones. Even the Ben Baker did have a pair, didn't he?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, even the Ben Bakers. Shout out to Frank Cooker because I knew he cooking up something on those, but that's for another time. I do got one random question, and I'm probably gonna turn it over to the people. What is your favorite fast food restaurant?
My favorite fast food restaurant is Taco Bell. But my favorite restaurant on the West Coast is In-N-Out Burger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was just at SneakerCon in Dallas, and I went there twice in my 2 days there. So that's my spot. A lot of people say, what is it? Whataburger is better, but are you in Houston? So those are my 2 favorite spots.
All right. I was talking to Mike probably a few hours ago before I hopped on, right? And he reminded me about something I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
We know a lot of players. They get their personal exclusives, right? The PEs, the player exclusives. Entertainers also get these exclusives, and people will call those PEs, but they're not players; they're entertainers. So, in my head, it made sense to like try to separate entertainers from actual ball players that get their exclusives, and like come up with like IPEs because they're important people exclusives versus a player exclusive. And it made sense in my head, and it made sense when we were talking about it. Because he also said EEs as entertainment exclusives, because that works also.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a lot more entertainment. You call them that too?
Entertainment exclusive. Yeah. Yep.
Because there's
that's what I.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, just like with Travis Scott, his coming out, and then Nipsey Hussle. He has some threes. He has some
think
threes
so.
coming out. Yeah. So, I mean, that's good to see. But I would like to see them go out of the box and just get a random sneaker collector. You know,
Right.
just an everyday person. You know,
I think
Mayor,
that's coming.
perfect pair. You know,
You,
dependable.
you,
Well, me, dependable J, PE Vault. Man, I don't want to leave anybody out because I don't want anybody to think that I'm not mentioning them. But there's so many collectors out here that have been collecting for a long time. MJO 23 Dan. There's a lot of people. They could.
You want some airship?
Yeah, I would like to see those too. I would like to see those. But you know, they've been hiding that truth for so long. For them to finally admit it, that would a lot for them to do that. I mean, they've admitted it, but to admit it with the actual shoe, that would.
I want to say this. So a few months ago, well, actually earlier this year, I was contacted by a guy who was directing a documentary on the story of the band Pear, right? And I found out a few months after that was being backed by Carmelo Anthony. They put together a film project called The Unbanned, and they filmed it. They debuted it at Tribeca earlier this year, and it's going to be on Netflix. And I can't remember the date. It's going to be on Netflix soon. And I'm guessing, I'm not for sure, don't take my word on this, this is with a grain of salt, that they're going to have something about the airship in it, because the documentary is about that whole entire time frame. They can't skip over that. They just can't. They did the due diligence in doing all the legwork. They can't skip over the airship. So
right, they can't.
They put a lot of people in this documentary. A lot of people.
Okay.
Put a lot of time and money into this. They skip it.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad news. It's going to be bad news.
Yeah. I definitely would like to see that.
It's going to be on Netflix by the end of this year. I can't say that. It's going to be on Netflix by the end of this year. I think it's going to be on there before or after they put that MJ docu-series, because they got a Michael Jordan docu-series that they're putting on Netflix also.
Yeah. They've been really pubbing that, especially on ESPN, saying it's coming. You know, so that I hope that they just tell everything, you know, and not skip over stuff like they do with everybody. Just, you know, if he socks somebody, he socks somebody, you know, in practice. We all heard the stories of the Will Perdue, the Steve Kerrs, and all of that. I just hope, you know, they tell how.
You think they're going to talk about the hangover game?
Yeah. I mean, they should talk about his suspected gambling and all of that, and you know, because they gotta do like they did everybody else, huh?
Right. They've been protecting him for so long. The mythos of Michael Jordan, and we love him to death, but it's a different time now, and I feel that if they were more transparent with a lot of things, it would be better for the newer generation to grasp on, because they love transparency more than they love anything else.
Yeah. So that would be, you know, because there's still a lot of myths that that you hear, but you're not sure if it's true or not. But just to see the truth, whatever the truth is, you know, like they do with everybody else when they do the 30 for 30s. You know, they don't hold nothing back. They tell it like it is, you know. So that's going to be highly watched.
Right. You know, they drag everybody else through the mud in them 30 for 30s.
Oh, man. Yeah. They do. But they say this one, they've been filming this for years, is how they've been, you know, promoting it, that they've been building footage for years. So maybe, you know, they gonna come with the real deal.
It's supposed to be like 9 or 10 episodes long. I don't know how long each episode
is. That's crazy. Nobody else has even been close to that. That's crazy. Yeah.
They need it though. All right, I got some NBA questions before we get out of here, just real quick.
Sure.
I'm probably not even going to watch this season because I'm already upset.
Oh, yeah.
My team, I'll say it like this. My team starting 5 average age is 22. We're not doing nothing this season, all right? Chicago, I love y'all to death, but we ain't doing nothing. So if you are watching this year's season, who are you going for?
I'm a Celtics fan. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That is another topic.
Yeah, I'm a Celtics fan. You know, once Mike, a long story, make it quick. Once Mike retired, I fell out of basketball. It wasn't the same. Right. But then when Ray, KG, and Paul, you know, they got together in Boston, that kind of got me watching basketball again. So I've stayed a Boston fan since then. So, but yeah, I'd like to see the Celtics do some work. Finish what they did finish this year, you know.
Yeah, they're going this year. They don't really have anybody on the East that can stop them. Maybe Philly, maybe Toronto. That about it. But Boston's got a powerhouse on the East, and that's it.
Yeah, and who knows what's gonna happen with Kyrie, you know? But they still got enough power anyway. As long as they don't get rid of their nucleus, they get rid of them other young boys. I wouldn't do it. Just let them gel and let them keep getting better and work with what they got.
Right.
That's what I would do.
I was going to say Detroit is moving quietly, acquiring pieces. So, you know, Detroit might be moving up also.
Yeah. But, you know, I've never been a Pistons fan. Well, I'm not going to say never. I'm not going to say never because I was back in 2003, 2004. Because I was a Rip Hamilton and Chauncey Billups fan. So I'm not going to say I was a fan of their style of play. And I actually have some shoes from Rip. So I'm not going to say I didn't like the Pistons at all. But I was one of the few that was a Chicago Bulls fan back in the 80s that was here in the city. So.
I just thought of a random question. So I was gifted a pair of Homage to Holmes probably like a week or two ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to feel about that shoe when I first seen it. Mainly because like back when I was in high school, the only pairs I seen with the split were the Halloweens and the Scarface Air Force Ones, right? That was like the last time I seen that type of shoe. So when I first seen these last year when they got leaked by an actual Jordan Brand employee, I didn't know how to feel about them. And the more I seen pictures, the more I was like, nah, I don't think I can do anything with that. I can't put together something and go out with that. Like I like to grab a t-shirt, grab a fitted, grab a pair, and be out. That's just how I like to, you know. I got 3 kids. You got to be able to move.
Right.
So when I see those, it wasn't like a go-to pair. Like I have to have it. I kind of just left it be. So, you being an older gentleman just like me, I wonder how you view that shoe.
Well, you know, yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like the. What was it? The bread toe and the black toes. You know, it's putting 2 iconic shoes together to me. You know, kind of like the fusions when the Jordans and Air Force Ones came together. I already had a jersey that was a split jersey years before this shoe even came out. So.
The split jerseys was hard back in the day.
Yeah, to see the shoe, I was hyped about it because those are my 2 favorite shoes. So, I didn't have a problem with it. And just like, I'm glad you see that. And just like with the okay, people say that that's a hype issue, right? To me, it's showing how the Air Jordan 1 was constructed. Before the shoe was finalized, it shows what the pieces were going to be once they finalized the shoe. That's what the shoe means to me. It doesn't mean the hype. And shout out to the Trophy Room store. They reached out to me and I was able to buy the North Carolina colorway. I wasn't able to get the Chicago one, but that's the one I really, really wanted because the Chicago one was the first shoe I bought when I was 22 for $65. So to me, that's what the shoe meant. Some little young kid was on Instagram saying that I'm too old to have that shoe. That's a hype B shoe and this, that, and the third. And my thing was it has meaning to me. It's part of the history of the Air Jordan 1 is how I tried to explain it to this person.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like I said, I was gifted a pair, and once I got it in hand, of course, all of that changed. And,
okay, you love it? You love it? You like it?
It hasn't left my daily rotation since it's got here.
Okay, cool.
Like it's in the rotation. It's getting worn at least 2-3 times a week. It's not leaving.
Okay.
Which brings me to another shoe. Shout out to Don C. We've spoken recently, just to touch bases. He released a shoe yesterday, and the average sneakerhead does not like this shoe.
Me either.
But but there are a lot of people who have gotten the shoe. Shout out to Buckeye. A lot of people have seen the gotten the shoe.
Yeah.
I caught the L. I tried. I caught the L. I ain't gonna lie. I tried. I wanted the ghost green. I wasn't trying to get nothing else but the ghost green because I didn't get the yellow Gatorades. Every time I get ready to get them, they're sold out in my size. So, but I see a lot of people don't like that shoe. They don't.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna get it. So, yeah, I wasn't feeling that one.
And that's super respectable. Before we get out of here, this last little segment, the last little couple of minutes, I usually let our guests give a few shout outs before we let the comment section ask the questions they want to ask. So if you have any shout outs you want to go ahead and get out, you
can. First and foremost to you for having me on. I appreciate that. All the support that been given over the 32 plus years and especially since social media has come along. I think I started my YouTube videos this month, July, I think the 29th, July 29th of 2008. That's when I first showed my collection on YouTube. So my being able to travel. Huh?
You gonna do something special for your YouTube anniversary?
You know what? I just started it, and now I just converted over to Drop Front, so I got to do a video on that. So maybe I'll drop that video on that day. Shout out to the Container Store for all they've done for me, and they've outfitted me with 800 drop fronts. I bought a lot of them, and then they reached out to me, and now everything is in them except for I didn't put all of the countdown packs. All of my packs, I haven't put them in there yet. I just don't know if I can do that yet. But everything else is in there.
Special box.
Yeah. So,
I think that's my only issue with drop front boxes, or why I haven't started my conversion yet, is because I don't want to get rid of my boxes.
Yeah,
I love the Gatorade boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I just love this red top.
Yeah, I kept one of each box though, just so I can show the different years that the shoes were released, or when they different years they changed boxes. So I did keep at least one of each box. It was difficult, but once I started, you know, getting rid of the boxes, it got a little easier. But it was definitely difficult at first.
I believe it. I believe it. That's heartbreaking right there. I don't think a lot of people realize like how sentimental we get. You know, the history behind a lot of stuff. Like the Gatorade pack, for instance. I think everything that was perfectly packaged, regardless of how anybody feels. That Gatorade pack was perfectly packaged, and in a few years, like those type of boxes, even like the Flight Jacket 6s, the Valentine 8s, that special box that they have for those, like that type of stuff is classic. Like the 94s, like when the 94s released, that box, the way that it had everything on it, that's classic. That stuff's not happening again.
Yeah. And even when they came back with the 12 box, you know, the silver box, it you know, and those boxes were falling apart when I got them. You know, they're just so cheaply made. The older boxes were hanging on longer than those newer boxes were. So, and then the 12 box, the 13 box, they just were different than the original, because the 12 box had the Jumpman logo on there, or the Nike branding, and then the newer boxes had the Jumpman logo on it. So it really wasn't true to the older box, you know. So.
All right, we are almost done. We're almost done and out of time. Comment section, I know y'all had a lot of questions, and I didn't catch a lot of them. I was trying to catch some of them. Some of the questions that they were asking, there's a recent one on there that says, how's the progress of the basement going?
Oh, it's all set up. I can flip the camera while you're talking, so I can show you part of it. This is it. I just kind of finished today, actually.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Now I can't. Like I said, I can't see because my phone rang, and I can't. So I actually moved it and started on this normal wall, and these are all your favorites. And then we just go all the way around. 2s and 3s, the 4s. And we just go all the way around. And I was able to get some memorabilia stuff up. And then we're back here. That video is going to be the 9s and the 10s. Yeah, so guy Rome Good is going to shoot them, the video guy. So he's going to shoot. But this is the first look at it. So you having me on, this is the first look at the new basement.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, again, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you taking the time out to sit down and rap with your boy, man. I appreciate this big time.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
And I just figured out how to take you. Oh yeah, definitely. I had him on but this was a while ago, so I'm gonna probably throw him back on. And now that I know how to convert these videos and throw them to YouTube, he's definitely got to get back on.
Sweet. Yeah, let me know when you put that up. If you put this one up, I definitely like to check it out there too.
All right, appreciate it. I definitely will. I'll shoot you the link as soon as I get it up.
Okay.
Before we get out, again, like I said, you inspired me to do a lot with my page. A lot of things have happened since I've converted my page over, and one of the things that I am grateful for the amount of relationships and being able to talk to people. So I want to give a shout out to you, the shout out to your old crew, the Sneaker Box Podcast, and everybody connected in that circle, the Monday Midnight show. Shout out to Buckeye, One Legged Lester, Polo and Jays, Marley, and Unboxed App. Shout
Yep.
out to Brandon Rogers. Just appreciate everybody who has been connected thanks to this guy right here. So without
Appreciate
that
that.
connection, a lot of those connections, a lot of those conversations probably never would have happened. So thank you, man.
No doubt. Appreciate that.
And I think we're done here. I think that's everything. Yeah,
Okay.
I think
If
that's
we,
everything. I got everything.
well, if we need a
So
part two, you know, I'm always here and I'm available.
Here's a good question before we get out of here. The biggest thing y'all did to get your Instagram pics on there. The only thing I did, honestly, to get my pics out there was to snap a shot that I liked. Like, if I don't like the shot, I don't think anybody else is going to like the shot. So that was the biggest thing I've ever done for, to get my Instagram pictures out there. So if you don't like the shot, don't put it up there. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. What was the question?
A lot of people look at it. The question was, what's the biggest thing y'all did to get your Instagram pics out there?
Oh, wow. Well, were you finished with yours?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Mine was just take, like you said, what the picture that I like. Sometimes I take 10 or 15, and sometimes I take one, and that's that one right there. But I think what helped me a lot was being on Nice Kicks. That's what helped me a lot. And once I was on there, that's when things kind of took off.
Shout out to Matt Hatfield. He's a cool dude. All right, these are the last 2 minutes. So sometimes the video usually cuts out before anybody gets a chance. And I will check my DMs when I get off here. I always check my DMs. There's never an unanswered DM in my DMs. Again, thank everybody for tuning in tonight. This has been an amazing show. Thank all of y'all in the comments for speaking your mind and speaking questions that you may want to ask. If I didn't get to you, tune back in next Sunday. Be the first couple of people on there. Throw those questions out. I'll make sure I get those answered. We are the coaches. It's time for us to start acting like it. I appreciate you, Jumpman.
Appreciate you too. I'll holler at you.
All right,